To think of Sofia Coppola like, you know, French New Wave West. Like she is the West Coast edition, modern, because her films have their own, you know, vibe, but they do remind me of an interpretation of, it seems as if, you know, influences of European filmmakers with a West Coast.
I think that's true. This very sort of contemporary feel, but always with edge and with a sense of sort of artistic style that's of the moment. You know, she can make a period film and yet still the kind of creative currency she works with is so edgy and now. She's just really observational that way.
And she fits in with somebody like Wes Anderson, who worked with Bill Murray, and she works with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And, you know, so much of what we've been talking about through this, we've been watching all these movies, and what I have thought again and again is, why are women removed from the conversation, from the history? If, you know, if again, like I'm talking about the work of Bill Murray, and yet somehow his work in Lost in Translation seems to get forgotten about. We talk about Bill Murray and his work with Wes Anderson, but we forget, you know, that it was really galvanized in Lost in Translation. And that's what I find again and again, the significant contributions of women filmmakers, not just because they're women filmmakers, but because they're great filmmakers.
Yeah, we have to be more responsible about our historical record keeping, and we have to take action as organizations and corporations that care to remember, to make sure that we continue to celebrate, rescreen, visit these films again, so much like this series has been doing all month. Remind ourselves of these fabulous contributions. I don't think there's some intentional reason why women are, let's say, specifically being cut out of history, but there's a lack of recognition and celebration. You know, each time a woman succeeds, it's as if it came out of nowhere, and like, oh my God, here's this gigantic exception. Let's notice it for a minute, and it becomes almost like a little pop of news. Rather than another step in the ongoing history of female artists in the cinema realm. And I think that we need to really take charge of that.
And also for women to not feel that the statistics are so bad that they shouldn't even try to direct. And I think that that's a challenge that I face. It's, you know, you start to feel, well, who's going to fund this? And to not feel that your voice is important.
Well, you know, it falls to the older generations. You know, you and I have both been doing this for many years now, and I think it falls to us to caretake that torch and to make sure that we pave the way for women coming behind us, so that they don't shut the door before they even try to open it. And the only way to do that is to absolutely convert the bias into sustainable acceptability and gender neutrality. And if there was ever time to do it, it's now. I think that the world continues to celebrate diverse and alternative ways to live, and to create partnerships and families. And as part of that conversation, we should never forget how crucial it is that women are half the population, and that we need to be part of every conversation.
Yes. Well, thank you, Kathy Schulman, for joining us for our last night, wrapping up this amazing festival.
It's been a pleasure. Happy to be here.
Thank you. That wraps up our duties for this month's spotlight of amazing women trailblazers and directors. But there are 2 more movies in our lineup. Coming right up is the TCM premiere of Julie Taymor's Frida. Thanks.